Hey, you guys. Happy Monday. It is frigid, freezing out today. It's so cold in my house right now, so I have my heater on, but I'm bundled up. Okay, let's jump right in. Let's pull some love messages for the collective. For those of you that are watching, thank you for coming and stopping by. I'm just getting started. Woohoo, King of Swords. All right. So let's talk about the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is about mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth, decisiveness, flexible, makes decisions intellectually, has a great understanding, open to intuition. Basically, he confronts whatever life throws him. So the energy that we're getting today is whoever you may be dealing with, either the person you're dealing with or this message is for you to make a decision, to be really clear and have the mental clarity. I'm getting that if you have mental clarity about something, go ahead and be decisive and make a decision and go for it. Thank you, Spirit. Next card, please. Thank you. Five of Swords. Okay. The Five of Swords. So some of you out there are feeling a little bit like you sabotaged the relationship that you were in, and that you now have mental clarity on all of the things that you wish now you could have done differently. However, I encourage you that everything happened and unfolded for your spiritual growth, for you to understand and have a reflection of yourself. So if you look at this guy, he's sitting down, he's reflecting, and he feels defeated by life. And this is actually a beautiful place to be. All of us at some point in our journey go through these emotions of feeling defeated. In fact, to be really brutally honest, today I've been feeling that way myself. And so I can relate. And so I didn't feel like doing a reading today, and my guides are like, you have a gift. You have to use this gift to help people. So I buckled up, pulled my bootstraps up, and here I am, tucked in my sweater to try and be here with you. And whoever this message is for, whoever's out there somewhere in the ethers, may you find this message. And I feel right there with you, that moment of feeling defeated by life. And we are living in a world right now that is showing an energy of oppression, which is the opposite of who we are as beings. And I stand forth with you. And even though we're in this sitting position of feeling defeated by life, this is a beautiful place, because you want to know why? Because this is a time when you can gain insight and clarity on what the next step is and what you want to do. And in the areas where you didn't have decisiveness of knowing what to do, now you have the mental clarity of the mistakes that you made in the past. And if you had infidelity in a relationship, if you were dating someone and you led them on to believe and you gave them false hope for selfish reasons in order to self-serve yourself while you were trying to make a decision, well, the beautiful gift is that now you're in the result of your choices of being present with the universe, which is ultimately yourself. And now you can choose differently, and you can reflect back and focus on the mental clarity now of what you've learned by making those types of choices and putting people in situations that ultimately were not of the highest good of how you could express yourself to them. And it was hurtful, and you hurt people, and that's not okay. However, you can choose differently, to choose not to be deceptive, to choose not to sabotage a relationship, to choose not to have a lack of communication, which causes conflict, and then gaslight the other person and make them feel like they are the one that was the cause, when the reality is you were the one driving the force the whole time and not wanting to take accountability for it. So this is beautiful. We've all been in that place of feeling self-defeat. And I also, sometimes this card for me is more of like a victim card, where someone kind of is in that space of feeling like a victim. You have a right to your feelings. And if you've wronged somebody and you have mental clarity about that now, then now's the opportunity of what are you going to do next? How are you gonna, how do you want, what is gonna be your new choice? Like, how do you want to recreate yourself? You can start all over again. Every day is a new day. Thank you. Yeah, the block is that this card came out sideways is judgment. So the block is what's blocking you from moving forward is exactly what I was thinking, and what I was picking up on is that you're in this victim state. Woe is me. And, you know, I've been in relationships with people where they didn't want to take accountability for their co-creation of things not working. And ultimately, that's not fair to the other person who's on the receiving end. So I'm getting that you're moving past that energy now, and you're moving more into sorrow and how do I fix it? And you've already realized and had mental clarity about what you did in that relationship, of that potential. Now you're realizing that this person that you might have lost is everything that you ever wanted, and how you made your errors. And so now, because this judgment card is coming out sideways, I love these colors, by the way, they're like these light purples. This judgment card is coming sideways, and it landed on the Five of Swords. What it's saying is that you're in judgment right now with spirit, with them. You know, when you're in spiritual court, let me tell you, that is not a fun place to be. I'm not gonna lie. And don't beat yourself up anymore, and don't judge yourself. Learn from it, and learn how to find the love, and get back to the love, and then make amends to this person. Call them up to say, hey, give them their intention. I'm getting, with this energy of this Five of Swords energy, whoever this is, I'm getting a masculine energy, is you've always been used to kind of not ever having to really apologize for anything, or have, you know, your pride is kind of what you lead with. And it's kind of like, well, I just, I might have made a mistake, whatever. But you're now really at the bottom of this mountain. This man is sitting at the bottom of his mountain, and he's just like, fuck, like, whoa. And, you know, you have the power to change that. So let's see what other messages is going to come out for you. Because I'm getting, this is a really strong male energy right now, who feels remorse is what I'm getting. Yeah, your high priestess, over the woman of your dreams. This woman who, I'm getting that part of the reason that you're in this self-sabotage is you felt that it wasn't fair because you couldn't figure her out. Like, when you're dealing with a high priestess, I hope you have your spiritual manual and that you're doing your lessons, because she's in your life for a reason. She's there to help you learn how to navigate your way through life with your listening to your intuition, your unconscious, She's a symbol of things that are hidden that she knows about the universe that you have yet to discover. And that's her job, is to ignite that in you, to start exploring your spiritual connection with the universe for whatever your definition of a higher power is, or your spiritual understanding of what we are as beings. And so this is amazing that she came out in this spread, because you now have clarity over the past on how you treated her, and you are in judgment right now. You are in spiritual court right now on the things that how you chose to handle her. Because when the high priestess comes along your path, this is a gift directly from God. Whatever you believe in, this is when a woman like this comes across your path. Yeah, you want to pay attention, because usually it's once in a lifetime, and maybe twice you will get another experience. But I'm getting that this gentleman is a young energetically, who is going through a rite of passage right now of really, really growing up and understanding what it is to be a man of his word, and the integrity and the reward of that, and the sexiness of that. Being a player is fun, okay? Don't get me wrong. I've been on the receiving end of that. It's fun. It's great. Sow your oats. Ultimately, the highest experience eventually, as you go through your journey here on the planet and your mission, and you find through your search and your inner search with God and the universe and whatever your definition is of a higher existence outside of this realm, you're going to stumble upon the way in the adventure on the intense high that you can only get with a high priestess, because she forces you to have a spiritual orgasm, not just the 3D getting yourself off basically the same equivalent level of masturbation with another human body. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but that's the reality of it. When you're being a player, you're not actually having an experience with the universe. You're having a 3D experience in your avatar body. It's not the same. You're never going to have that same high. And when you are around this woman, this girl, this young lady, this beauty, this goddess, you got angry because you didn't understand how to control her. And that was your lesson, is that men are used to being in control and out of love, versus being in love and out of control. So whenever you were around her, you felt out of control, and you didn't like that. And the irony is that that's the high. That's the ecstasy outside of the bedroom. That is something that you cannot buy with bank accounts and Range Rovers and vacations and great sex. And it's that those are all material